Hello, my name is Radio. Here's my partner, Win.
Hi.
We're here at the Montreux Jazz Festival here in Suzhou, China, and we are joined by Lazer Boomerang. Hello, unmasked. Ooh, la la.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, we're happy to see your show. We saw you play just downstairs, not even 20 minutes ago. Really, really great, amazing set. Very dynamic and things. So tell us a little bit about your experience here in China so far.
Well, it was like a real good experience so far. It was short. We arrived like yesterday, and I just loved it. And I love the people. I love the crowd. I'm loving the food. I'm loving like everybody's really nice, really polite and nice, and is helpful. And it's just like, it's a blast so far. And we had a total blast, and we could enjoy it a little bit more if we weren't so tired. But we're gonna sightsee tomorrow a bit.
Oh, great!
Like I'm really looking forward to that. So
do you have other shows scheduled in China?
No, this is the only one we did.
Really?
Yeah, we just flew over here for this particular show. We're planning to come back for sure. Yes.
Okay. So I kind of want to open it up by talking a little bit about your past, your history. You know, you've been doing music for a long time now. Started off with your band Rival Kings, and used to be the drummer for this band. Can you tell us how being the drummer in a kind of band has helped you along the way for the music that you're making now?
I don't really know if it helped me, to be honest.
Yeah. What was the transition like, I should say? You know.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to say. I mean, the style of music that I do, the music that I do actually is like it was a necessity that I couldn't play any different instrument than drums. Like I can play a little bit of guitar and bass, but it just sounds really shit. So I started working on synthesizers, and that was pretty easy. And I'm a drummer, so I know how to program beats and how to do that, and to know when it feels right and when it feels good. So it started out like that, and it was a very easy transition, very easy. And I hope I got better with time. And it's a very different experience. Like I just told my crew, being out there, it was the first time in my entire life, and I've been making music for 25 years on stages, and it was the first time that I was like on the front of the stage, like clapping to people and people applauding, and I was like oh, okay, this feels good. I know why singers like that. This feels good actually. And so it was a totally different experience, but I kind of got just into it. It was a nice transition, and it came natural.
And usually, working with a band is more of a collaborative effort. Do you find it easier when you have fewer people to kind of that you need to collaborate with? Like now that you're kind of doing it all yourself, or maybe you have a few people guest play with you here and there, but for the most part, you're doing it all on your own. So is that an easier thing for you to do?
I'm not a big fan of like this democratic thing you do in bands where everybody has a saying, and just things take forever to just go somewhere. And I hated that. By the end, I hated that. And I like it to be in control, but there is a danger to that, because you're in control. You're the only one who says this is good or this is bad. And if you think this is a good thing and everybody else thinks, no, dude, this sucks, you got a problem. So you have to really believe yourself and believe in your skills, believe in your opinion, and believe in your gut that you're doing something right. Just trust yourself. So it has been difficult at first to really believe in myself. But I really like it. I like to be fast. I like to write songs, to have weird ideas that I would never propose in a band, Cosmos, but that I know, I can just try that, and maybe it's fun and it's cool, and sometimes it is fun and sometimes it's just really bad.
Excellent. So you do get to collaborate with different artists, especially with the label that you're working with right now. But I also saw that you're also doing some stuff on like Sound Better, Fiverr kinds of things. Do you enjoy kind of getting those cold calls, the cold assignments, kind of like a homework assignment for music? Is that like an easy process for you to do? Like you could do it in your sleep, or do you like put a lot of effort into it?
I really put a lot of effort into it. I like the idea of writing something very different for somebody that is not in my ballpark. So I have to leave my comfort zone and do something that I'm not really used to. But I think it's the main reason I do music is to always challenge myself and try to do new things or try to do the things that I do better. And I really love those writing songs for. I just recently released. Not I released it, but a singer in Switzerland released a pop song. It is a really folky pop song, like real radio pop. And I really had a blast working on that because it was just so different from what I do.
Yeah.
And I love those challenges.
What is the credit? How does that work? Do they credit you doing it, or is it just like they own it after you send it to them? Like, what is usually the process?
It depends. If they want to pay me out, they pay me out. If they want to credit me, they credit me.
Yeah. Why not credit you though, right? Like you're badass.
It's
you know?
yeah,
it's
but
good to have your name on stuff.
It's good to have my name, but sometimes if the song works really well, then you get all the money. So
that's true. That's true. Yeah. So you're working with Move Records, right? Yeah. That's your label. And like I said, you probably get to collaborate with lots of people with this label. Who are some of your like kind of favorite collaborations that you've been doing?
I haven't been doing a lot of collaborations on the record label so far.
Okay.
Right now, but I'm always open to collaborate with different artists or interesting artists. It's really hard finding the right voices, for example, for my songs. And I'm also trying to collaborate with other synthwave artists. I've been doing a collaboration with a French synthwave artist, which hasn't come out yet, but it's an amazing song. And also for my upcoming record, I want to collaborate with more singers to give it some special feel, to emulate what I try to transpond, but I can't really sing well by myself. Yeah. Or at least I don't want to put my voice out there to, well... Yeah, you shouldn't hear that. But I'm always open to collaborate. I love collaborating. I love different minds, different viewpoints, and that's just amazing. Yeah, different things. Yeah, exactly.
Do you have somebody that maybe you would want to work with that maybe like a dream collaboration?
Yeah, they say never meet your heroes.
Oh, okay.
So it's like I would love
you avoid
to
them. You avoid them. Right?
Yeah, no. It's you most of the time. I think you're pretty much are disappointed most of the time. I mean, some of my childhood heroes like Eddie Vedder, for example, he would be amazing, but wouldn't really fit well into my music. Yeah. But there are some really nice singers like I just forgot her name. The Linkin Park singer, the new. How is she? Her name. She's a singer from That Sarah. She's an amazing voice, and I love her. And she's a big fan of Fleetwood Mac, so you can hear that. And I'm a big fan of Fleetwood Mac myself. So I think she would be amazing, or like a singer like Dua Lipa would be amazing to work with. Yeah, for sure. Like it would fit. Would be amazing. But yeah,
do you hear that, Dua Lipa? If you're watching, come collaborate with Lazer Boomerang. So yeah, you mentioned before because you came from this band doing the drums, you find it a lot easier to actually program the drums. You say it's not a problem at all.
No, it's not a problem at all. It's really easy. I'm a weird drummer. I've always been a live drummer, and I always hated to work in the studio because I have really bad red light fright. So, and the thing was with my producer, who I'm still working with, Rob Vizo, he's amazing. And the thing is, he is probably one of the best drummers I know. And so much better than I am. And when you have the guy sitting behind the mixing console recording you, and he could do this within one take perfectly, and I'm working my ass off like in the sixth take. It's just insane, and you hate it. You're starting to hating it. And I've always been a live drummer. I've always been more like a drummer. I put my work into an effect, into a beat, and to go for the stomach. And I've never been like a really technical, diverse drummer. But I've always been a heavy hitter, and I always knew how to work that the people will start to dance. And
and I mean, you can see it on stage because you are drumming a little bit on stage. You're doing live drumming. Yeah,
I'm still drumming. I can't leave that. I can't leave that entirely. And hit something really, really hard.
Could you tell us a little bit about your online persona, kind of the social media persona that you usually work with?
Yeah, it's just like I don't really like social media.
Okay.
I really don't like it.
You hear that? You hear that
I don't
out
like
there?
the way it works. I don't like the way it has become like this. It used to be a follower-based thing. Like you follow something and you get that stuff. And nowadays it's just like your tiny little echo bubble that a computer program thinks, oh, you're gonna like that.
Yeah, the bots kind of control.
Yes, and I
what
just
you
hate
see.
that, and I hate to expose myself. I'm not silly or funny. I'm not a dancer. I'm not really just like I'm not really good looking. Like hey, look at me, and I'm just like.
What are you talking about?
You're just
What are you talking about? Don't be
you
too
said a bunch
critical,
of
man.
lies.
Oh,
you're just lying to
too
us now.
nice. You're just too nice.
Like we're blind, you know.
You're just too nice. I just gotta be modest a little bit. No, but
You're like,
just,
I'm the most modest person that I
Yes,
know,
yeah.
actually.
no, but I think it's like I don't like it, and I came up with this online persona to hide myself behind a mask or just like a figure. It's not that I want to hide myself entirely, but I think it's like fitting the sound that I do and creating those. I like I edit myself, I shoot and do everything myself. So I want to create those sci-fi synthwave
Right.
worlds, and I think like this robot kind of thing is really fitting.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just figured that could be something that could work on social media for me. And yeah, that's how it came to be, and that's why I keep doing it. And I'm never ever gonna do like a TikTok dance or like a viral challenge, because I think like I'm gonna
can
shoot
try.
myself.
Oh,
if I
we're
have
gonna
to.
do it
Try
right
it
now.
now.
We're gonna do it right now.
No, come on, okay, you can. please don't. Please don't.
You're like, that's literally what I'm
Yeah.
trying to not do.
Yeah, the ice bucket challenge was fun. That was fun, because that was like yeah, you just get
Bring
going.
some ice. Come on.
Yeah.
Right now, you're working with like a synth computer, maybe a little drum machine or something. You're kind of taking almost a minimalist approach to making music. Does that kind of help you create music a little bit better, or is it easier for you to do it that way in that sense?
Yeah, it helps a lot. Actually, it helps a lot. I'm trying to like especially for the live setting, we try to implement more live instruments and play more of it live. That's what we did today. We tried not to make a DJ set. We tried to have something that's natural sounding, but also a DJ set, like a synthwave set, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
But have the movement and the power of a real performance, and not just pressing some buttons. That was like it's still just pressing some buttons, of course, but we try to make it like to make people in the audience feel what we feel, and to make them feel the power and the intensity and the emotion behind those songs. That was really important to me.
Excellent. Why don't you go ahead and ask a couple questions?
Time to pretend after it went viral in China. So after that, did you get a chance to get to know more about Chinese music or pop culture, or is there any music or trend you like that's from China?
I actually did. I not too much, because it's really hard to find to find out
Popular
what is
Chinese song.
Yeah, but Google is really bad at this.
Yeah,
really bad.
yeah.
It's really bad. It's like there's I think the one thing that I learned very early on is there is this wall, this cultural wall, and it's not just like one way, it's both ways. And it's really hard to learn more about China.
Yeah.
It's really hard to get in touch with Chinese people. It's like it was really hard to make social media in China. We
True.
tried to get NetEase for 2 years. It was really, really hard.
Yeah.
And I don't speak Chinese, well, don't speak Mandarin, which is even harder.
Yeah.
It makes things harder, and it's like this wall that I'm trying to overcome. And but I really like I already like a lot of Asian culture in general.
Yeah.
I'm a big anime and manga fan. I like a lot of TV shows and movies. I'm a big Studio Ghibli fan.
Oh.
I just like the aesthetics, and a lot of sci-fi and cyberpunk and future punk is like very Asian influenced.
Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, and yes, Ghost in the
not
Shell.
Japan.
Ghost in the Shell is pretty much the one that everybody in the West knows.
Yeah.
And some vision of Escaflow. And if anybody knows that, I think I'm always the only one who knows that. But it's
What was that again? I'm sorry.
that with those big mechs. It was a great show. One season, it was airing in the late 90s, early 2000s on MTV. I remember that, and it was an amazing show.
Thank you. I'll check it out.
Yeah, you should. It's amazing. And
You mentioned some, about there being a wall, but a couple of years after the release of the song that she mentioned, your song went viral in China. So were you surprised by that? Was that like a,
yeah, totally, man. No, I would never. I've never expected something like this to happen, and it's a beautiful thing that it happened. And I think today was like. It was amazing. I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it. It was like people actually. I traveled to the other side of the world, and people knew that song. People were screaming and shouting for that song, and they cheered. They were full of joy, and they enjoyed it. That was such an amazing thing, and it's still surreal to me. It's still surreal, but it was amazing.
Does that kind of change your approach of? How you make music? Does it change anything about like what you want to do as far as when you're creating a song? Are you thinking about, oh, that song went well, should I do something else that's similar so that I can relate more to the Chinese audience?
Not at all. No, I'm not trying to. I mean,
not pander.
There is no recipe for a hit song. Mm-hmm. There just isn't. I still don't know why. Time to Pretend connected with so many people. I don't know why, and I think it's okay that way. It's totally fine. I'm not trying to replicate it. I'm trying to. The thing about my music is I want to do music that I want to listen to by myself in the car. If I don't enjoy my own music, it's not the right music. I try to write the songs that I love to listen to, and if I get bored about those songs, I probably will not release them. That's and I'm never trying to replicate something. I always want to challenge myself and push myself forward within the world of synthwave.
Excellent.
If you have any like synthwave superpower you can use on stage to manipulate sound or visual, what it would be?
I would like to have like that the whole stage setup would like transform itself into a super mech, like shooting lasers into the sky.
We should put on super
that would be amazing.
I think we can do that.
That would be amazing. Well, figure that out. That would be awesome. I mean, try to imagine that, like a big ass robot standing on stage, like firing lasers, fitting the song that you're playing. You're singing in it.
Yeah,
I could. That would be my jam, man.
Yeah.
Nice.
If you can travel back to any decades to perform your music, which one would it be?
Back in time?
Anytime.
Yeah, well, obviously, the obvious answer would be the 80s. Well, I don't know. I'd rather visit the future, to be honest.
Yeah.
I would love to know what it's like in the future and how much we mess things up or not.
Is it gonna be Blade Runner?
And what kind of music is played? Is there actually any music played? Is actually everything just replaced by AI? Is there still real musicians, or is it just computers?
I think my personal theory is that it can only there's going to be a stopping point, and then it's going to kind of revert back to.
I'm thinking that, yes. I'm convinced that there will be, I guess, 1 or 2 generations after us. They will say, we can't take this anymore. We go back. We don't want anything to do with social media. We want to go back to a simple life, and we want to just be disconnected from everything. We don't want the internet and anything.
Yeah. Well, it's like Dune, Dune outlawed AI, right?
Yeah, I think it's like the. I mean, look at the internet right now. It's a weird place. Yeah. It's a really weird place.
Well, yeah, and they say that like over 50% of the internet is just bots performing, duties.
The internet is dead.
Yeah, yeah.
Switzerland is well known for chocolate and cheese. So,
and neutrality.
What are you doing? And neutrality. So, which one do you think the Chinese people would enjoy the most?
It's the politeness of Swiss people that Chinese would enjoy, but it's always like it's a two-faced politeness. Swiss people are polite in the front, and sometimes they are like in the back, like a little grumpy.
That's so funny.
But never into your face. But they always try to help you. But I think like there's just real good cheese in Switzerland. I mean, there's real good cheese, and if I had to, I would rather never again eat meat than cheese
Really?
because I couldn't live without cheese.
I want some.
Yeah, and
That
there's
makes
just a
me
lot
want
of good
some.
cheese, and there's just like beautiful nature, man. It's just like it's such a nice country
Yeah.
just to hike.
Yeah,
I
like
mean-
mountains and things.
Yeah, I mean, like Corona, COVID was amazing for actually experiencing your own country. I've seen places I've never went before, and because you just couldn't leave the country, and you had to just go outside and hike because everybody was hiking.
So let's clarify what you mean, right? Because so COVID was very good for you
experience
for
to just
Nature.
discover my own country.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
No, it wasn't. It was a bad thing.
I just want to make it clear for everyone.
That's the only one thing that was like yeah, okay, it was just bad, and the whole world went nuts. But that part was okay.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
one little part was okay.
Yeah. Also, for me, I found a lot of opportunity during that time. A lot of people left China. A lot of foreigners left China, and it left a kind of a big emptiness in the kind of workplace, in lots of different areas, especially in entertainment. So, I mean, that kind of got us started doing, different things, more music, more shows, more concerts, more digital media stuff. And I think a lot of people, during lockdown got used to doing like DIY kind of things and putting more content and
It's
making,
different.
trying different things,
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like Time to Pretend was like
Yeah.
right in that time.
Mhm.
It was in that time frame, and I think a lot of people, thanks to being at home or to looking for something to fill their hearts with joy or
They
something like
learn
that.
new skills.
Yeah, they learn new skills, and a
Yeah.
lot of people made videos about that and
Yeah,
used
yeah.
my song for it. It was like something. I think, it's just like I think a lot of the success of Time to Pretend had to do with people staying at home and looking for something.
True.
And also, the title just works great. We're great
Time
for
to
that time,
Pretend.
right? Time to Pretend.
Hey.
All right. Do you have something else? Yeah.
Yeah. I want to ask, what would you be if you have to be a Chinese dish?
Wow.
So,
To be really, really honest, I'd be a duck.
duck.
Duck? Like roasted duck?
Yes, I
Beijing duck.
love roasted duck.
Peking duck.
Oh, so the reason why the reason is because you love it. You love the duck. You love the taste of the duck.
Yes, it's
Mhm.
it's a really nice dish.
Thank you.
It's a really nice dish, like
Yeah.
with and with several different kinds of sauces, like oyster sauce and stuff. It's like I always every time I'm go to a Chinese restaurant in
Yeah.
Switzerland or anywhere else, I prefer the duck, like roasted duck. It's really nice. I like it.
Awesome.
And nobody believes me. Every single time I tell people, you should check out the duck. You should try the duck. It's really nice. And every time they do, they say, this is really nice. And I said, yes, I've been telling you this the whole time. So,
Yeah.
You know what's delicious?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, for me, when I tell my family about food, I'm always like, frog is really good. And they're like,
I can
"No."
imagine frog to be nice. Never
Yeah,
tasted it,
I
but
like it. I like it. I think it's good.
you gotta be
Sticky tofu.
open-minded, man.
Yeah.
I think you need to taste something to actually say if it's good or not.
Have you ever tried other like kind of edgy things here in China, like other food?
Not so
Like
far,
pig
no.
brain.
Like for the hot pot,
Stinky
pig
tofu.
brains, stinky tofu, durian.
I would try anything
Yeah.
Yeah.
because I'm just like curious being.
Experience.
But and I think it's always like well, there's some stuff that I wouldn't try, I guess.
Yeah.
Like how's the
Snake.
fish that kills you if it's not
If
done well.
cooked- yeah, it's like a Japanese guy.
Yeah, it's like
very
anything that could
delicately.
kill you because someone messes up. That's not my jam. But everything else,
for sure.
I see.
Well,
Thank you.
while you're here, you should definitely go try some hot pot. You can get some different weird ingredients. You can get
Pig brains.
the pig brains. Actually,
Pig
it's very
brains.
good.
Is
Yeah.
it good?
It is very
It's
good.
Yeah.
creamy.
It's very creamy.
and absorb the flavor if you like that kind of texture.
Okay.
You've had hot pot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they just
Okay.
dip it in the hot pot for a while, pull it up, and eat it. It's nice.
It's his favorite.
No, it's not my favorite, but it's good. Duck blood. Duck blood's probably my favorite. Probably.
Okay.
Yeah. That also, it kind of looks like tofu. It's dark.
I mean, in Switzerland we have something like blood sausage.
Oh,
so
blood sausage. Yeah.
Like I like that stuff. It's
Yeah,
be open-minded about stuff.
For sure.
I think that's the most important thing. It's like also that's why I love coming here. Like people have been really open-minded also to my music, and that's just a
Yeah.
wonderful thing.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you very
Yes.
much. Thank you. Hey guys, I'm Lazer Boomerang and you're watching TMS Live. It's a wonderful thing. Just keep watching.
Yeah.